Pause. Select to speak. Digitox. As the night continued on outside their high-tech AI aquarium home, the aquatic characters inside slept peacefully and safely in their underwater city-like aquascape. Dory, still feeling sad and devastated by the dangers of the ocean, found comfort in the presence of her companions. Marlin, Nemo's clownfish dad, noticed Dora's distress and spoke softly to her. Dory, it's okay. We're all here for you. You're safe with us. Dory sniffled as she tried to calm herself down. I know, Marlin. It's just, the ocean is so vast and scary. I can't shake this feeling of fear. Coral, Nemo's clownfish mother, wrapped her fin around Dory. We understand, Dory. But you're not alone. We're a family here, and we'll always look out for each other. Dora's parents, Jenny and Charlie, cuddled close to her. We love you, Dory. No matter what happens, we'll always be here to support you. The other aquatic companions, like Bubbles, Deb, Peach, Jacques, Gurgle, and Bloat, all gathered around Dory to offer their comfort and reassurance. Bubbles, the optimistic yellow tang fish, chirped in. Dory, don't worry. We've got each other's backs. We'll stick together and keep each other safe. Deb, the sensible black-tailed Ascylus, nodded in agreement. That's right. We're a team, Dory. We'll face any challenge together. Peach, the laid-back starfish, chimed in. Yeah, Dory. We're all in this together. Let's stick together and stay strong. Jacques, the cleaning shrimp, added. Dory, you're part of our family. We care about you and want to help you feel better. You can always count on us. Gurgle, the royal gamma fish, spoke up. Dory, we'll watch over you while you sleep. You can rest easy knowing we're here to protect you. Bloat, the puffer fish, puffed up slightly in reassurance. Dory, we won't let any harm come to you. You're safe with us. As Dora's companions surrounded her with love and support, she felt the weight of her fears beginning to lift. She closed her eyes and let herself relax, knowing she was surrounded by caring friends who would always have her back. In the quiet darkness of their high-tech AI aquarium home, the aquatic characters drifted off to sleep, their gentle breaths creating a soothing rhythm in the water. The neon-lit glowing trails of the aquarium cast a soft, comforting light on their sleeping forms as they dreamed peacefully of underwater adventures and friendship. Outside the aquarium, the night carried on, the stars twinkling in the sky above. But inside their safe haven, the aquatic characters were enveloped in a cocoon of safety and love, finding solace in the bond they shared with each other. As the night passed, Dory slept soundly, her companions by her side, ready to face whatever challenges the ocean may bring. In their underwater city-like aquascape, they were a family, united in their determination to protect each other and find joy in their shared home. And so, the aquatic characters of Marlin's high-tech AI aquarium home slept on, safe and secure in the knowledge that they were not alone, but surrounded by friends who would always stand by them, no matter what. Words, 521. It was a bright and sunny day inside the Marlin aquarium, where all the aquatic characters were enjoying the safety and comfort of their high-tech AI home. The clownfish family, Marlin and Coral, were swimming happily with their son Nemo, accompanied by Dory the blue tang, and her parents Jenny and Charlie. Their other aquatic friends, including Bubbles the yellow tang, Deb the black-tailed Ascylus, Peach the starfish, Jacques the cleaning shrimp, Gurgle the royal gamma fish, and Bloat the puffer fish, were all lounging around and basking in the peaceful atmosphere of the aquarium. As the day went on, the aquatic characters were having a great time swimming and playing in their safe haven. Bubbles commented, "Ah guys, it's so relaxing to stay and enjoy the safety of our aquarium home, isn't it right, Jacques?" Jacques nodded in agreement, grateful for the tranquility they were experiencing. Suddenly, they noticed some green algae starting to form on the inner glass surface of the aquarium. Nemo quickly activated the talking mode of the high-tech AI system and summoned CJ from GTA SAW to help clean the algae. CJ swiftly took care of the issue and the aquarium was spotless once again, much to the delight of the aquatic characters. As night fell, CJ sat near the aquarium enjoying a burger while feeding the fish. The aquatic characters happily ate their fish food and then activated the neon-lit glowing trails of their aquarium, dancing and twirling underwater. Bubbles exclaimed, "Oh yeah, it's so fun dancing underwater with you guys." After a while, they all started to feel sleepy and tired. They made their way to their respective shelters inside the aquarium, wearing sleeping outfits and snuggling under blankets. Dory began to cry and sob, feeling overwhelmed by the vast population of sea carnivores in the ocean. Marlin, Coral, and Dora's parents comforted her, and Jacques even snuggled up to her to help her calm down and fall asleep. As the aquatic characters drifted off to sleep, Peach the starfish also snuggled up to Dory, offering her support and comfort. They all peacefully slept underwater, lying flat on their bellies on the floor of their city-like aquascape within the high-tech AI aquarium. Dory slowly calmed herself down with the help of her companions, eventually returning to a restful slumber. Throughout the night, the aquatic characters slept soundly, undisturbed by any anomalies or disturbances in their high-tech AI aquarium home. The tranquil atmosphere and the sense of safety provided by their underwater sanctuary allowed them to rest peacefully until morning. As the sun rose once again, Marlin, Coral, Nemo, Dory, and their friends awoke refreshed and ready for another day of fun and relaxation in their high-tech AI aquarium home. The thrill of their underwater adventures and the bond between them made their lives truly special within the confines of their safe and secure aquatic world. Words, 482. The night was peaceful and quiet as the aquatic characters inside the Marlin aquarium continued to sleep soundly in their high-tech AI aquarium home with city-like underwater surroundings. Dora's soft sobs had subsided, thanks to the comforting presence of her friends and companions. Marlin, Nemo's father, spoke softly to Dory, "It's going to be okay, Dory. We're all here for you. You're safe with us." Dory sniffled and wiped away her tears. Thank you, Marlin. I just can't help but feel scared sometimes, thinking about the dangers of the ocean. Coral, Nemo's mother, wrapped her fin around Dory. We understand, dear. But you're surrounded by friends who care about you. We'll always protect each other. The neon-lit glowing trails light of the aquarium cast a serene and calming glow over the sleeping aquatic characters, creating a peaceful atmosphere inside the underwater cityscape of their high-tech AI aquarium home. Bubbles, the adult male yellow tang fish, chimed in. That's right, Dory. We stick together, no matter what. We're like a family down here. Dory smiled through her tears, feeling grateful for the support and love of her aquatic friends. She snuggled closer to Marlin, feeling safe and comforted in their underwater haven. Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the aquarium, jolting the peaceful scene. The aquatic characters stirred awake, their eyes wide with fear and confusion. What was that? Dory whispered, her voice shaking with apprehension. Marlin peered out into the darkness, his heart racing with uncertainty. I don't know, but we need to stay together. Something feels off. Jacques, the adult male cleaning shrimp, scuttled over to Dory. Don't worry, Dory. We'll protect you. We won't let anything harm you. The aquatic characters huddled together, their hearts pounding as they waited for the source of the noise to reveal itself. The eerie silence that followed only heightened their anxiety. Just then, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, causing the aquatic characters to gasp in shock. It was a sleek and menacing sea predator, its sharp teeth glinting in the dim light of the aquarium. Stay back, everyone. Marlin shouted, positioning himself between the predator and his friends. We won't let you harm us. The predator circled the aquarium, its predatory gaze fixed on the vulnerable aquatic characters. It seemed to be studying them, calculating its next move. Dora's heart raced as she clung to Marlin, her fear threatening to overwhelm her. But then, she felt a surge of courage welling up inside her. We may be small, but we're not afraid to fight for our home. Dory declared, her voice strong and defiant. The aquatic characters banded together, their resolve unbreakable as they faced down the sea predator. They knew that they had each other's backs, and that together, they were stronger than any threat that dared to invade their sanctuary. With a sudden burst of speed and agility, the predator lunged towards the aquarium, but the aquatic characters were ready. They fought back with all their might, using their wits and teamwork to outmaneuver and defeat the predator. As the threat was neutralized, the aquatic characters cheered in triumph, their bonds stronger than ever. They had faced danger head-on and emerged victorious, proving that as long as they stood together, they could overcome any challenge. The night passed peacefully once more, with the aquatic characters nestled in their respective shelters, feeling safe and secure in the embrace of their underwater cityscape of their high-tech AI aquarium home. They had weathered the storm together, their friendship and bravery shining brightly in the darkness of the ocean depths. And as they drifted off to sleep once more, they knew that no matter what dangers lurked outside, they would always find strength and solace in the unity of their underwater family. And so, the aquatic characters of the Marlin Aquarium slept peacefully, their hearts full of courage and their spirits united in the face of adversity. They were not just friends, they were a family, stronger together than they could ever be apart. And as the new day dawned, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them head-on, with bravery, loyalty, and unwavering love for one another. Words. 702. The night was cold and quiet as the aquatic characters continued to sleep peacefully inside the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium. The neon-lit glowing trails illuminated the room, casting a soft, comforting glow over the sleeping inhabitants. Dory, still feeling anxious from her earlier encounter with the sea carnivores, tossed and turned in her sleep. Hey, Dory, are you okay? Marlin whispered from his shelter. Dory sniffled softly and wiped away a tear. I just can't stop thinking about those sea carnivores out there, Dory replied, her voice trembling with fear. What if they find a way to get inside our aquarium? Marlin and Coral exchanged worried glances before Marlin spoke up again. Don't worry, Dory. We have CJ's high-tech AI self-cleaning filter to keep us safe. Nothing can get through that. Dory nodded slowly, trying to calm her racing thoughts. I know. It's hard to forget the dangers out there in the vast ocean. Suddenly, a loud splash echoed through the aquarium, causing the aquatic characters to jolt awake in fright. Bubbles, ever the optimist, swam out of his shelter to investigate. What was that? Bubbles asked, his voice filled with concern. Deb and Peach emerged from their shelters, their eyes wide with fear. It must be the sea carnivores. They've found a way inside. Peach cried out in panic. Marlin's heart pounded in his chest as he frantically scanned the dark waters for any signs of danger. Just then, a shadowy figure appeared in the distance, slowly creeping closer to the aquarium. It's them. The sea carnivores are here. Coral shrieked, her voice laced with dread. But as the figure drew nearer, they could see that it wasn't a sea carnivore at all. It was CJ, holding a flashlight and a net in his hands. Hey, guys. Sorry for the intrusion. Just had to check something in the aquarium, CJ called out, his voice echoing through the water. The aquatic characters let out a collective sigh of relief as they realized that it was only CJ, their loyal caretaker. Bubbles swam up to CJ, a wide grin on his face. Phew, CJ, you scared us there for a moment. What were you doing out there in the dark? Bubbles asked curiously. CJ chuckled and scratched the back of his head sheepishly. Just making sure everything is running smoothly. Can't have any malfunctions in this high-tech AI aquarium, right? The aquatic characters laughed and nodded in agreement, feeling grateful for CJ's diligence in keeping them safe. With the threat of the sea carnivores dispelled, they all settled back into their shelters, feeling a sense of peace wash over them. As the night wore on, Dory drifted off to sleep once more, her mind finally at ease. She snuggled close to Marlin, feeling safe and protected in the warmth of her aquatic family. And as the neon-lit trails continued to glow softly in the darkness, the aquatic characters slept soundly, knowing that they were always surrounded by love, friendship, and the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium home. Words. 514. The night continued to pass peacefully outside of the high-tech AI aquarium home of the aquatic characters as they all slept safely inside their underwater city-like aquascape. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, the AI system of the aquarium detected a breach in the outer walls of the aquarium, causing an alarm to go off inside the aquarium room. Nemo, Marlin, Dory, and the rest of the aquatic characters were startled awake by the alarm, their hearts racing with fear as they realized they were no longer safe inside their high-tech AI aquarium. They looked around frantically, trying to figure out what was happening as the water inside the aquarium began to swirl with a mysterious force. Bubbles, the adult male yellow tang fish, swam up to the glass walls of the aquarium and saw a menacing figure lurking outside. "Oh no, it's Bruce the great white shark," he exclaimed in a panicked voice. The rest of the aquatic characters gasped in fear at the sight of the terrifying predator outside their aquarium. They knew they were no match for such a powerful and hungry creature, and they huddled together in fear as Bruce continued to circle the aquarium, looking for a way to break through the glass walls and get to the tasty morsels inside. Marlin, being Nemo's brave and protective father, stepped forward to try and come up with a plan to defend their home. "We need to find a way to stop Bruce from breaking through the glass. We can't let him harm any of us," Marlin said with determination in his voice. Dory, still feeling anxious and scared from her earlier emotional outburst, tried to calm herself down and think of a solution. "What if we use the high-tech AI system to create a distraction and lure Bruce away from the aquarium?" she suggested, her voice trembling slightly. The rest of the aquatic characters nodded in agreement, realizing that this might be their only chance to escape from the clutches of the hungry shark outside. They quickly activated the AI system and began to manipulate the lights and sounds inside the aquarium, creating a mesmerizing display that caught Bruce's attention. As Bruce became distracted by the lights and sounds, the aquatic characters hurriedly swam towards the emergency exit of the aquarium, hoping to escape before the shark could break through the glass. They could feel the water inside the aquarium beginning to tremble as Bruce's powerful jaws slammed against the glass walls, trying to break through and get to his prey. Just as they reached the emergency exit, the glass walls of the aquarium shattered with a deafening noise, sending shards of glass flying in all directions. The aquatic characters swam as fast as they could towards the safety of the open ocean, hoping to outswim the hungry shark that was now free to chase after them. As they entered the open ocean, a thrilling chase ensued as Bruce pursued them with relentless determination, his sharp teeth glinting in the moonlight. The aquatic characters used all their skills and tricks to dodge and outmaneuver the shark, weaving through coral reefs and underwater caves in a desperate attempt to escape. Finally, after a heart-pounding chase that seemed to last an eternity, the aquatic characters managed to outsmart Bruce and led him away from their home. They watched from a safe distance as the shark disappeared into the depths of the ocean, roaring in frustration at losing his prey. Exhausted but relieved, the aquatic characters gathered together in a circle, breathing heavily and trembling with fear from their harrowing experience. They knew they were lucky to have escaped the jaws of the great white shark, and they vowed to never take the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium home for granted again. As the first light of dawn began to break over the horizon, the aquatic characters swam back towards their aquarium home, grateful to be alive and together once more. They knew that they had faced a terrifying threat and come out victorious, thanks to their bravery, quick thinking, and strong bond as friends. And so, as the sun rose over the ocean, casting a warm and golden light on the underwater world, the aquatic characters returned to their high-tech AI aquarium home, where they could once again relax, play, and dance together in safety and peace. They knew that no matter what challenges or dangers they faced in the future, they would always have each other to rely on and protect them, no matter what. Words. 760. The night was cold and quiet as the aquatic characters continued to sleep peacefully inside the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium. The neon-lit glowing trails illuminated the room, casting a soft, comforting glow over the sleeping inhabitants. Dory, still feeling anxious from her earlier encounter with the sea carnivores, tossed and turned in her sleep. "Hey, Dory, are you okay?" Marlin whispered from his shelter. Dory sniffled softly and wiped away a tear. I just can't stop thinking about those sea carnivores out there," Dory replied, her voice trembling with fear. "What if they find a way to get inside our aquarium?" Marlin and Coral exchanged worried glances before Marlin spoke up again. "Don't worry, Dory. We have CJ's high-tech AI self-cleaning filter to keep us safe. Nothing can get through that." Dory nodded slowly, trying to calm her racing thoughts. I know. It's hard to forget the dangers out there in the vast ocean." Suddenly, a loud splash echoed through the aquarium, causing the aquatic characters to jolt awake in fright. Bubbles, ever the optimist, swam out of his shelter to investigate. "What was that?" Bubbles asked, his voice filled with concern. Deb and Peach emerged from their shelters, their eyes wide with fear. "It must be the sea carnivores. They've found a way inside." Peach cried out in panic. Marlin's heart pounded in his chest as he frantically scanned the dark waters for any signs of danger. Just then, a shadowy figure appeared in the distance, slowly creeping closer to the aquarium. "It's them. The sea carnivores are here." Coral shrieked, her voice laced with dread. But as the figure drew nearer, they could see that it wasn't a sea carnivore at all. It was CJ, holding a flashlight and a net in his hands. "Hey, guys. Sorry for the intrusion. Just had to check something in the aquarium," CJ called out, his voice echoing through the water. The aquatic characters let out a collective sigh of relief as they realized that it was only CJ, their loyal caretaker. Bubbles swam up to CJ, a wide grin on his face. "Phew, CJ, you scared us there for a moment. What were you doing out there in the dark?" Bubbles asked curiously. CJ chuckled and scratched the back of his head sheepishly. Just making sure everything is running smoothly. Can't have any malfunctions in this high-tech AI aquarium, right? The aquatic characters laughed and nodded in agreement, feeling grateful for CJ's diligence in keeping them safe. With the threat of the sea carnivores dispelled, they all settled back into their shelters, feeling a sense of peace wash over them. As the night wore on, Dory drifted off to sleep once more, her mind finally at ease. She snuggled close to Marlin, feeling safe and protected in the warmth of her aquatic family. And as the neon-lit trails continued to glow softly in the darkness, the aquatic characters slept soundly, knowing that they were always surrounded by love, friendship, and the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium home. Words. 514. It was a bright and sunny day inside the high-tech AI aquarium named Marlin, where all the aquatic characters were enjoying their peaceful and safe underwater home. Nemo, Coral, Dory, Bubbles, Deb, Peach, Jacques, Gurgle, and Bloat were all swimming around, playing and dancing in the crystal-clear water. The AI technology inside the aquarium made sure that the water was always clean and safe for the aquatic characters to enjoy. As the day turned into night, CJ from GTA Saw suddenly appeared in front of the aquarium. He noticed a greenish spot on the inner glass surface of the aquarium and decided to clean it using a high-tech AI self-cleaning filter. With the aquarium now spotless, CJ walked away, leaving the aquatic characters to continue their night. The characters started to feed themselves with fish food and activated the neon-lit glowing trails light of the aquarium, creating a mesmerizing underwater dance party. Bubbles exclaimed how much fun it was to dance underwater with everyone, bringing smiles to the faces of all the aquatic characters. After dancing for a while, the characters started to feel sleepy and tired. They all went to their respective shelters inside the aquarium, wearing sleeping time outfits and blankets over themselves. Dory, feeling sad and scared of the dangers of the ocean, started to cry and sob in her sleep. Marlin, Coral, Dora's parents, and Jacques all comforted her, making sure she felt safe and secure. As Dory slowly calmed herself down and drifted off to sleep, Peach, the starfish, snuggled up next to her to provide her with more comfort. The rest of the aquatic characters started to drift off to sleep as well, lying flat on their bellies on the floor of their city-like aquascape inside the aquarium. The AI technology ensured that there were no disturbances or anomalies inside their underwater home, allowing them to sleep peacefully throughout the night. As the night continued outside the aquarium, the aquatic characters slept soundly, dreaming of more underwater adventures to come. The high-tech AI aquarium provided them with a safe and peaceful haven, free from the dangers of the deep ocean. And as the sun rose on a new day, the aquatic characters woke up refreshed and ready to enjoy another day of fun and relaxation inside their high-tech AI aquarium home, Marlin. Words. 388. Pause. It was a bright and sunny day inside the Marlin aquarium, where all the aquatic characters were enjoying themselves in their high-tech AI underwater home. The aquarium was equipped with self-cleaning and self-maintaining features, ensuring that the water was always clean and safe for the aquatic characters to enjoy. Nemo, the brave clownfish, was swimming around with his father Marlin and mother Coral. Dory, the forgetful blue tang, was chatting with her parents Jenny and Charlie. Bubbles, the yellow tang fish, was showing off his swimming skills to Deb, the black-tailed ascylus. Peach, the starfish, was lounging on a rock while Jacques, the cleaning shrimp, was busy tidying up the aquarium. As the day went on, the aquatic characters decided to have a dance party underwater. They swayed and twirled, creating a beautiful underwater ballet with the neon-lit glowing trails light of their aquarium adding to the magic of the moment. Bubbles exclaimed, "Ah guys, it's so relaxing to stay and enjoy the safety of our aquarium home, isn't it right, Jacques?" Suddenly, they spotted some green algae growing inside their aquarium. Nemo quickly activated the talking mode of the aquarium and summoned a surprise guest, CJ from GTA Saw. CJ swiftly cleaned the algae with a high-tech AI self-cleaning filter and then disappeared as mysteriously as he had appeared. As the night fell, CJ was seen enjoying a burger near the aquarium. He fed the fish food to the aquatic characters, who hungrily consumed it before settling down for the night. They wore their sleeping time outfits and snuggled under blankets in their respective shelters within the aquarium's city-like underwater surroundings. Dory, feeling overwhelmed by thoughts of the dangerous depths of the ocean, started to cry. Marlin, Coral, and Dora's parents comforted her, with Jacques also offering his support. Slowly, Dory calmed down and drifted off to sleep, with Peach by her side. The night passed peacefully, with all the aquatic characters sleeping soundly in their high-tech AI aquarium home. As the night continued outside the aquarium, there were no disturbances or anomalies inside the safety of their underwater sanctuary. The next morning, the aquatic characters woke up refreshed and ready for a new day of adventures in their high-tech AI aquarium home. They swam and played together, grateful for the safety and security of their underwater paradise. As the day went on, they encountered a mysterious shadow lurking outside the aquarium. The aquatic characters grew anxious, unsure of what danger might be lurking beyond the safety of their aquarium walls. Marlin, always the protective father, rallied the group together to come up with a plan to defend their home. Using their teamwork and ingenuity, the aquatic characters devised a clever trap to catch the intruder. They lured the shadow closer, only to discover that it was a curious octopus trying to find a way into their aquarium. After a brief scare, the octopus apologized and explained that he was just looking for a safe place to hide from a bigger predator. Feeling sorry for the octopus, the aquatic characters welcomed him into their aquarium, showing him the same kindness and compassion that they showed each other. The octopus, grateful for their hospitality, became a new member of their underwater family, adding to the diversity and richness of life within the Marlin aquarium. From that day on, the aquatic characters lived harmoniously in their high-tech AI aquarium home, facing challenges together and forming a strong bond that would last a lifetime. Their underwater adventures continued, filled with laughter, love, and the joy of friendship in their safe haven beneath the waves. And as they danced once again in the neon-lit glow of their aquarium, they knew that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always have each other to rely on. Words. 634. The night passed peacefully for the aquatic characters inside the high-tech AI aquarium named Marlin. As morning approached, the lights inside the aquarium slowly brightened, signaling the start of a new day. Nemo, the young clownfish, was the first to wake up and swim around the tank, observing the other characters still sound asleep in their shelters. Good morning, everyone. Nemo exclaimed, trying to wake up his friends. Coral, his mother, slowly stirred and stretched her fins before joining Nemo in the central area of the aquarium. Dory, the forgetful blue tang, was the next to wake up, rubbing her eyes and swimming over to join Nemo and Coral. As the rest of the characters slowly woke up and gathered in the central area, they began to discuss their plans for the day. Bubbles suggested they have a dance party later that evening, which excited everyone. Just then, the aquarium's AI system alerted them to a potential issue with the water quality. Deb, the black-tailed Ascylus, swam over to investigate and discovered a small leak in the filtration system. We need to fix this right away, Deb exclaimed, worried about the safety of her friends. Nemo immediately activated the emergency repair mode of the AI system, which alerted CJ from GTA SAW once again. CJ quickly arrived and assessed the situation, then used his tools to fix the leak in the filtration system. Thanks, CJ. Nemo said gratefully as CJ nodded and disappeared once again. With the filtration system repaired, the water quality returned to normal, and the aquatic characters could continue with their day. They spent the morning exploring the various sections of their aquarium, playing games, and interacting with one another. As the day turned into evening, they all gathered in the central area for the dance party that Bubbles had suggested. The neon-lit glowing trails illuminated the water, creating a magical atmosphere as the characters danced and swirled around each other, laughing and enjoying themselves. Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the aquarium, startling the characters. They looked around in confusion, trying to figure out where the sound was coming from. I think it's coming from outside the aquarium, Nemo said, his eyes wide with fear. The characters huddled together, unsure of what to do. Dora's parents, Jenny and Charlie, swam over to comfort Dory, who was starting to panic. We need to stay calm and figure out what's happening, Coral said, trying to reassure her friends. Just then, a large shadow passed over the aquarium, casting a dark cloud over the characters. They gasped in horror as they realized what was happening. A giant octopus was trying to break into their aquarium. We need to protect ourselves, Marlin shouted, rallying the characters to action. They quickly swam to their respective shelters, while Jacques used his cleaning tools to try and keep the octopus at bay. The rest of the characters grabbed whatever they could find to defend themselves, ready to fight off the intruder. After a tense battle, the octopus finally retreated, unable to break through the reinforced glass of the aquarium. The characters let out a collective sigh of relief, grateful that they had managed to defend their home. As the night went on, the characters stayed awake, keeping watch in case the octopus returned. But the rest of the night passed without incident, and they finally allowed themselves to relax and drift off to sleep. The next morning, the characters woke up to find the sun shining brightly through the water, signaling a new day. They looked around at each other, grateful to be safe and together. We may face challenges, but as long as we stick together, we can overcome anything, Marlin said, smiling at his friends. And with that, the aquatic characters of Marlin continued to enjoy their peaceful and happy life inside their high-tech AI aquarium, knowing that they were safe and protected in their underwater home. Words. 657. As the night went on, the aquatic characters inside the high-tech AI aquarium slept peacefully, unaware of the lurking danger that was about to approach. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appeared outside the aquarium, peering inside at the sleeping creatures with malevolent intent. The figure was a sinister sea creature known as the Abyssal Leviathan, a gigantic and ferocious predator that roamed the darkest depths of the ocean. The Abyssal Leviathan had been drawn to the high-tech AI aquarium by the scent of the aquatic characters inside, and now it prowled outside, its eyes gleaming with hunger. Inside the aquarium, Dory stirred in her sleep, sensing the presence of something sinister nearby. She opened her eyes and gasped in fear as she saw the looming figure of the Abyssal Leviathan outside the glass walls of the aquarium. Dory immediately woke up the other aquatic characters, who were startled by the sight of the monstrous creature outside. Marlin, Coral, and the others huddled together in fear, knowing that they were no match for the Abyssal Leviathan. Just then, CJ from GTA SAW appeared once again, drawn by the commotion inside the aquarium. He saw the Abyssal Leviathan outside and knew that he had to act fast to save the aquatic characters from certain doom. CJ quickly grabbed a high-tech AI device from his pocket and activated it, creating a powerful force field around the aquarium that repelled the Abyssal Leviathan's advances. The sea creature roared in frustration, unable to penetrate the barrier that CJ had created. With the Abyssal Leviathan thwarted, CJ turned to the aquatic characters and reassured them that they were safe once again. The characters thanked CJ for his quick thinking and bravery, grateful to have him as their protector. As the sun rose on a new day, the aquatic characters inside the high-tech AI aquarium gathered around CJ, expressing their gratitude for his timely intervention. They knew that they were lucky to have someone like CJ watching over them, keeping them safe from the dangers of the deep sea. And so, with the threat of the Abyssal Leviathan vanquished, the aquatic characters returned to their peaceful existence inside the high-tech AI aquarium, knowing that they were always protected by the watchful eye of CJ from GTA SAW. And as they swam happily in the crystal-clear waters of their safe haven, they vowed to never forget the day that they had faced the ultimate danger and emerged victorious, thanks to the bravery and quick thinking of their newfound hero. Words. 420. The next day, the aquatic characters inside the high-tech AI aquarium woke up refreshed and ready for a new adventure. Dory, still feeling a bit down from the previous night, was comforted by her friends as they all gathered around inside the aquarium. Marlin, Nemo, Coral, Bubbles, Deb, Peach, Jacques, Gurgle, and Bloat all gathered together to discuss their plans for the day. As they were chatting, a sudden alarm went off in the aquarium. The high-tech AI system detected a breach in the security of the aquarium. The aquatic characters looked around in panic, wondering what could have caused the breach. Suddenly, they saw a mysterious figure swimming towards them inside the aquarium. It was a group of sea carnivores who had somehow managed to infiltrate the high-tech AI aquarium. The aquatic characters were shocked and scared, not knowing how to deal with the intruders. Dory, feeling a surge of bravery, stepped forward and confronted the sea carnivores. She spoke to them in a calm and soothing voice, trying to understand why they had come into the aquarium. The sea carnivores explained that they were hungry and had been following a scent of fish food that had led them inside the aquarium. They apologized for their intrusion and promised not to harm any of the aquatic characters. Dory, having a soft spot for all creatures of the sea, decided to help the sea carnivores. She led them to a section of the aquarium where there was plenty of food for them to eat. The sea carnivores were grateful for Dora's kindness and promised to never invade the aquarium again. The aquatic characters were relieved that the situation had been resolved peacefully. They all thanked Dory for her bravery and compassion in dealing with the sea carnivores. The high-tech AI system had also been upgraded to prevent any future breaches in security, ensuring the safety of the aquatic characters inside the aquarium. As the day went on, the aquatic characters continued to enjoy their time inside the high-tech AI aquarium. They swam around, played games, and explored the different sections of the aquarium. They were grateful for their safe and peaceful home, where they could relax and have fun without any worries of the dangers of the ocean. As night fell, the aquatic characters gathered together to sleep once again. Dory, feeling content and happy, drifted off to sleep with a smile on her face. The rest of the aquatic characters followed suit, snuggling up in their respective shelters and drifting off into a peaceful slumber. The high-tech AI aquarium buzzed quietly in the background, ensuring that the aquatic characters were safe and sound throughout the night. The neon-lit glowing trails illuminated the aquarium, casting a serene and tranquil glow over the underwater cityscape. As the night went on, the aquatic characters dreamt of new adventures and happy memories inside their high-tech AI aquarium. They knew that as long as they had each other and their safe home, they could overcome any challenges that came their way. And so, the aquatic characters lived happily ever after in their high-tech AI aquarium, where they could enjoy peace, safety, and friendship for eternity. The end. Words. 533. The night was peaceful inside the high-tech AI aquarium named Marlin, where all the aquatic characters were fast asleep in their respective shelters, enjoying the safety and comfort of their underwater city-like aquascape. Dory, the kind and forgetful blue tang, had been comforted by her companions before drifting off to sleep. As the night grew darker, a strange sound echoed through the aquarium, causing the aquatic characters to stir in their sleep. What was that noise? Marlin, Nemo's clownfish dad, asked in a worried tone as he peered out from his shelter. I don't know, but it sounded like it came from outside the aquarium, Dory replied, her voice filled with fear. Suddenly, the high-tech AI system alerted them of a breach in the outer layer of the aquarium. Panic ensued among the aquatic characters as they realized that they were in danger of being attacked by sea carnivores from the ocean depths. We need to do something before it's too late, Marlin exclaimed, taking charge of the situation. The aquatic characters quickly gathered together, formulating a plan to defend their home. Bubbles, the brave yellow tang fish, suggested using their neon-lit glowing trails to distract the sea carnivores while they reinforced the outer layer of the aquarium. We can't let them break in and harm us. We must protect our home at all costs, Marlin declared, determination shining in his eyes. With everyone working together, they fortified the outer layer of the aquarium just in time as the sea carnivores began their aggressive attack, trying to break through the barrier. The aquatic characters used all their strength and coordinated efforts to repel the invaders, pushing them back into the depths of the ocean. We did it. We defended our home and kept ourselves safe, Marlin said, relief evident in his voice. The aquatic characters cheered in victory, grateful for their unity and courage in the face of danger. Dory hugged Marlin tightly, her eyes filled with gratitude for his leadership and bravery. Thank you all for standing by me and protecting our home. We are stronger together, Marlin said, his words inspiring his companions. As the threat subsided, the aquatic characters settled back into their shelters, feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment for their successful defense. They knew that as long as they stood united, they could overcome any challenge that came their way. The night turned into dawn, and the sun's rays filtered through the clear waters of the aquarium, casting a warm glow on the underwater city-like aquascape. The aquatic characters woke up to a new day, filled with hope and a deep bond forged through their shared experience. We may be different species, but we are all family here in Marlin. Together, we are stronger and invincible, Marlin declared, his words echoing through the aquarium. And from that day on, the aquatic characters lived in harmony and peace, knowing that as long as they stood united, they could face any challenge that came their way. Their high-tech AI aquarium home became a symbol of their courage, resilience, and unwavering bond as they continued to protect and cherish their underwater world together. Words. 526. It was a peaceful day inside the Marlin aquarium as all the aquatic characters were enjoying the safety and comfort of their high-tech AI home. The neon-lit glowing trails illuminated the underwater city-like surroundings as the characters danced and played in the clean waters. Dory, isn't it amazing how clean and safe our aquarium is? Marlin said, admiring the spotless glass walls. It sure is, Marlin. I feel so at ease here, Dory replied, twirling around in the water. Suddenly, Nemo activated the talking mode of the aquarium and CJ from GTA saw appeared out of nowhere. The aquatic characters watched in awe as CJ swiftly cleaned the green algae from the glass surface with a high-tech device. Wow, that was fast. Bubbles exclaimed, impressed by CJ's skills. As night fell, CJ fed the fish and the characters settled down to sleep in their respective shelters. Dory, feeling overwhelmed by thoughts of the dangerous ocean, started to cry. Hey, Dory, it's okay. We're all here with you, Marlin reassured her, patting her gently on the back. Dora's parents, Jenny and Charlie, swam over to comfort her, while Jacques the cleaning shrimp snuggled up beside her. You're safe with us, Dory. Try to relax and get some rest, Jacques whispered soothingly. As Dory slowly calmed down, Peach the starfish joined them, offering his support. The characters all huddled together, finding comfort in each other's presence as they drifted off to sleep underwater. The night passed peacefully, with the characters sleeping soundly in the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium home. The gentle hum of the filtration system provided a soothing background noise, lulling them into a deep slumber. In the early hours of the morning, a sudden tremor shook the aquarium, causing the characters to stir in their sleep. Dory woke up with a start, her heart racing with fear. What was that? She whispered, her voice trembling. Marlin quickly gathered the others, herding them towards the center of the aquarium for safety. I don't know, but we need to stay alert. Something is not right, Marlin said, his eyes scanning the dark waters around them. Just then, a shadowy figure appeared outside the glass walls of the aquarium, its glowing eyes staring menacingly at the characters inside. It's a sea predator. Bloat the pufferfish gasped, his body inflating with fear. The characters huddled together in a panic, unsure of what to do. Jacques, ever the brave one, swam towards the glass and confronted the predator. You're not welcome here. Leave us be. Jacques shouted, his tiny claws raised in defiance. The predator hesitated for a moment, then turned and swam away into the depths of the ocean, disappearing from view. The characters let out a collective sigh of relief, grateful to be safe once again. They huddled together, thankful for their high-tech AI aquarium that had protected them from harm. Let's stick together and watch out for each other, Marlin said, his voice filled with determination. And so, the aquatic characters remained vigilant, ready to face whatever challenges the ocean might throw their way. With their unity and strength, they knew they could overcome any obstacles and continue to enjoy the safety and comfort of their high-tech AI aquarium home for years to come. Words, 544. As the night settled in, the peaceful atmosphere inside the aquarium was suddenly disturbed by a loud thumping sound coming from the outside. The aquatic characters, startled from their slumber, quickly gathered near the glass wall of their home to see what was causing the commotion. What was that? Bubbles the yellow tang fish asked in a trembling voice. I don't know, but it sounded like it came from outside, Marlin said, his fins twitching nervously. Dory, still slightly shaken from her earlier bout of sobbing, swam closer to the glass, squinting her eyes to see through the darkness outside. Suddenly, a shadow loomed over the aquarium, causing the water to ripple and the aquatic characters to swim frantically in fear. Oh no, it's a shark. Coral, Nemo's mother, exclaimed in terror. The shark, with its sharp teeth glinting in the moonlight, circled around the aquarium, its menacing gaze fixed on the unsuspecting aquatic characters inside. We need to do something. Deb the black-tailed Ascylus shouted, her voice filled with urgency. We can't let that shark harm us. Gurgle the royal gamma fish added, fear evident in his voice. Just then, CJ from GTA saw appeared once again, this time wielding a high-tech weapon that emitted a bright light. In a swift and decisive move, he aimed the weapon at the shark and fired, causing a blinding flash that stunned the predator long enough for him to swim away in fear. Phew, that was close, Jacques the cleaning shrimp said, wiping his brow in relief. Thank you, CJ. You saved us from that shark, Nemo exclaimed, gratitude shining in his eyes. CJ nodded, a small smile playing on his lips. No problem, just doing my job. The aquatic characters, still in shock from the encounter, gathered around CJ to express their gratitude. Despite being from different worlds, they had formed a bond of friendship and trust that transcended their differences. As the night wore on, the aquarium returned to its peaceful state, the neon-lit trails casting a soft glow over the aquatic characters as they settled back into their slumber. Dory, now feeling safe and secure, snuggled closer to Marlin and her parents, thankful for their comfort and support. I guess being underwater isn't so bad after all, Peach the starfish said with a contented sigh. Indeed, as long as we stick together and look out for each other, we can overcome any challenge, Marlin said, his voice filled with determination. And so, the aquatic characters drifted off to sleep once again, their dreams filled with visions of adventure, friendship, and the enduring bonds that kept them united in their underwater world. As the night turned into dawn, the aquarium was once again filled with the sound of gentle bubbles and the peaceful slumber of its inhabitants, safe and sound in their high-tech AI home. And so, the adventure of the aquatic characters inside the Marlin aquarium continued, filled with thrills, challenges, and the enduring power of friendship. Words, 498. The night was calm, and all the aquatic characters inside the Marlin aquarium were fast asleep. Coral, Nemo's clownfish mother, was the first to wake up from her deep slumber. She gently nudged Marlin, Nemo's clownfish dad, to alert him of a strange noise coming from outside their high-tech AI aquarium. Marlin quickly swam to the glass walls of the aquarium and peered outside. The dark ocean waters were illuminated by a distant light. Marlin squinted his eyes to get a clearer view, and his heart raced as he saw a shadowy figure approaching the aquarium. Everyone, wake up. Marlin called out to the sleepy aquatic characters. There's someone outside our aquarium. Dory, the forgetful blue tang, rubbed her eyes and swam over to Marlin. What's going on, Marlin? she asked, her voice filled with sleepiness. We have an intruder outside our home, Marlin explained, his voice tinged with urgency. We need to stay alert and be prepared for anything. The other aquatic characters quickly gathered around Marlin, their eyes wide with fear. Bubbles, the cheerful yellow tang, gulped nervously as he asked, what should we do, Marlin? Should we call for help? Marlin shook his head. No, we need to handle this ourselves. We can't risk any harm coming to our home or our friends. Just then, the shadowy figure outside the aquarium came into view. It was a dark silhouette of a menacing-looking shark, its sharp teeth glinting in the moonlight. The aquatic characters gasped in fear as they realized the danger that lurked outside their safe haven. We need to defend our home, Marlin declared, his voice firm and determined. Everyone, get ready to protect our aquarium. The aquatic characters sprang into action, each using their unique abilities to prepare for the impending threat. Deb, the fearless black-tailed Ascylus, sharpened her fins to use as weapons. Peach, the gentle starfish, formed a protective shield around the smaller aquatic characters. Jacques, the meticulous cleaning shrimp, readied his cleaning tools as makeshift weapons. As the menacing shark closed in on the aquarium, the aquatic characters stood united, ready to face their greatest challenge yet. The adrenaline coursed through their veins as they braced themselves for the imminent battle. The shark rammed into the glass walls of the aquarium, causing the water inside to ripple violently. The aquatic characters held their ground, determined to protect their home at all costs. Stay strong, everyone, Marlin shouted, his voice filled with determination. We can do this together. With a mighty push, the shark broke through the glass walls of the aquarium, sending shards of glass flying in all directions. The aquatic characters launched their attack, using every ounce of strength and courage they possessed. A fierce battle ensued, with the aquatic characters fighting tooth and fin against the powerful shark. Sparks flew, water splashed, and the air crackled with tension as the two sides clashed in a showdown of epic proportions. But just when it seemed like all hope was lost, Dory had a sudden moment of clarity. She remembered a secret weak point on the shark's body, a spot that would render the creature defenseless if struck. Dory, now's your chance, Marlin called out, his voice filled with hope. With a burst of determination, Dory swam straight for the shark's weak point, her fins slicing through the water with precision. In one swift motion, she struck the shark's vulnerable spot, causing the creature to reel back in pain. The shark let out a deafening roar as it retreated from the aquarium, defeated and wounded. The aquatic characters cheered in triumph, their hearts swelling with pride and relief. We did it, Marlin exclaimed, his voice filled with gratitude. We stood together and protected our home from harm. I couldn't be prouder of all of you. The aquatic characters basked in the glow of their victory, knowing that they were stronger together than they ever were alone. As the first light of dawn filtered through the aquarium, they knew that no matter what challenges came their way, they would always have each other to rely on. And with that, they settled back into their peaceful slumber, safe and secure in the knowledge that they were a family, united in strength and courage. Words, 709. The night was dark and the high-tech AI aquarium was silent. Silent, with the aquatic characters sleeping peacefully in their respective shelters. Suddenly, a loud bang was heard outside the aquarium, startling all of the aquatic characters awake. Marlin, the clownfish dad, immediately swam to the glass window to investigate. Marlin, whispering, what was that noise? Nemo, nervously, I don't know, Dad. Should we be worried? Marlin, trying to stay calm, let's not jump to conclusions. It could just be a minor disturbance. As Marlin spoke, Bubbles swam over to join them at the window. Bubbles, excitedly, did you guys hear that? It sounded like something hit the glass. Marlin, worried, we need to be cautious. It could be a sea predator trying to break in. Just then, Dora's parents, Jenny and Charlie, swam over to see what the commotion was about. Jenny, concerned, what's going on? Why are you all gathered at the window? Marlin, urgent, there was a loud noise outside. We need to stay alert and keep an eye out for any danger. Charlie, calmly, let's not panic. We have the high-tech AI security system in place to protect us. As the aquatic characters huddled together, the lights in the aquarium flickered, causing them to gasp in fear. Deb, shaking, what's happening? Is the security system failing? Peach, trying to reassure, let's stay calm, everyone. We need to trust in our technology and stick together. Suddenly, the lights in the aquarium went out completely, plunging the underwater city into darkness. Jacques, frantic, mon Dieu. The power is out. What do we do now? Gurgle, panicked, I can't see anything. I'm scared. Marlin, firmly, everyone, stay close and stay calm. We'll figure this out together. Just then, a shadowy figure appeared outside the aquarium, causing the aquatic characters to gasp in terror. Bloat, shivering, what is that? Is it a sea monster? Dory, whimpering, I'm scared. Marlin. What do we do? Marlin, determined, we stick together and face whatever is out there. We are a team and we will not let fear defeat us. With a newfound determination, the aquatic characters braced themselves for whatever threat was looming outside the aquarium. As the shadowy figure drew closer, the aquarium suddenly lit up with a blinding flash of light, revealing the intruder to be none other than CJ from GTA Saw. CJ, cheerfully, hey there, little fishies. Sorry for the commotion. I was just trying to fix the power outage. The aquatic characters let out a collective sigh of relief, grateful that it was just a false alarm. Marlin, relieved, thank you, CJ. We appreciate your help. CJ, smiling, no problem, guys. Just doing my job. Now, let's get this aquarium back up and running. With CJ's expertise, the power was restored and the aquarium was soon back to normal. The aquatic characters thanked CJ for his quick thinking and bravery in the face of danger. As the night turned into dawn, the aquatic characters huddled together, grateful for their safety and the bond that held them together in times of crisis. Nemo, content, we may face challenges, but as long as we stick together, we can overcome anything. And so, the aquatic characters drifted off to sleep once more, knowing that they were safe and protected in their high-tech AI aquarium home, ready to face whatever challenges the ocean may throw their way. Words, 564. Once the aquatic characters were all fast asleep inside the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium, a sudden power outage occurred in the house where the aquarium was kept. The entire room plunged into darkness and the high-tech features of the aquarium shut down, leaving the aquatic characters vulnerable in the pitch-black underwater cityscape. Nemo, Marlin, Dory, and the rest of the group woke up in a panic as they realized that something was wrong. The neon-lit glowing trails lights that usually illuminated their underwater home were now gone, leaving them in complete darkness. They could hear the sound of water filtering system shutting down and the eerie silence of the room was deafening. Marlin immediately sprang into action, trying to figure out what had caused the power outage. He swam over to the control panel of the aquarium and tried to reboot the system, but nothing seemed to work. Panic started to set in among the group as they realized that they were trapped in the darkness without any way to escape. Just then, a loud banging noise echoed through the room, sending shivers down their spines. Bubbles, who was usually the most cheerful and optimistic of the group, started to hyperventilate in fear. Deb, the usually quiet and reserved black-tailed Ascylus, swam over to comfort her, but even she couldn't hide her own fear. As the group huddled together, trying to come up with a plan to escape the darkness, they suddenly felt a shadow looming over them. A massive figure appeared in front of them, its eyes glowing in the darkness. It was a giant anglerfish, known for its bioluminescent lure that it used to attract prey in the depths of the ocean. The group screamed in terror as the anglerfish moved closer, its sharp teeth glinting in the faint light. They tried to swim away, but the darkness made it impossible to see where they were going. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a bright flash of light illuminated the room. It was CJ from GTA SAW, who had returned to help the aquatic characters in their time of need. He quickly activated a backup power source for the aquarium and the neon-lit glowing trails lights flickered back to life. The anglerfish, startled by the sudden burst of light, swam away into the darkness. The aquatic characters breathed a sigh of relief as they realized they were safe once again. CJ smiled at them, reassuring them that he will always be there to protect them. The group thanked him profusely for his bravery and quick thinking in the face of danger. As the sun rose on a new day, the aquatic characters were back to enjoying the safety of their high-tech AI aquarium. They danced underwater once again, but this time with even more gratitude for the safety and comfort of their underwater home. And as they floated peacefully in the water, the neon-lit glowing trails lights casting a warm glow around them, they knew that they were truly blessed to have such a wonderful friend like CJ watching over them. Words. 518. The night outside the aquarium was peaceful, with only the soft glow of the moon illuminating the dark depths of the ocean. Inside the Marlin aquarium, the aquatic characters were fast asleep, snuggled up in their respective shelters. Dory, the blue tang, was still feeling a little anxious after her emotional outburst earlier. As she lay there, tossing and turning, she suddenly heard a faint whisper coming from the other side of the room. Dory, are you okay? It was Jacques, the cleaning shrimp, who had woken up and noticed Dora's restlessness. I'm fine, Jacques. Just can't seem to shake off this feeling of unease, Dory replied, her voice barely above a whisper. Jacques swam over to Dora's side and gently placed a fin on her back. It's understandable, Dory. We all have our moments of fear and doubt. But remember, we are safe inside this aquarium. Nothing can harm us here. Dory nodded, feeling a sense of comfort wash over her. Thank you, Jacques. I needed that reminder. Just then, a sudden loud noise echoed through the aquarium, causing Dory to jump in fright. The rest of the aquatic characters stirred awake, their eyes wide with fear. What was that? Marlin, Nemo's dad, asked, his voice tinged with panic. Bubbles, the yellow tang, swam closer to the glass wall, peering out into the darkness. I don't know, but it sounded like it came from outside the aquarium. Coral, Nemo's mother, clutched her son close, fear evident in her eyes. Is there something out there that could harm us? Just then, the high-tech AI system of the aquarium flickered on, projecting a holographic image of CJ from GTA SAW. There's no need to panic, everyone. I've got this. CJ swiftly activated the security features of the aquarium, scanning the surrounding waters for any potential threats. After a tense few moments, he finally let out a sigh of relief. It was just a false alarm. Nothing to worry about. The aquatic characters let out a collective sigh of relief, grateful for CJ's quick thinking. Dory swam up to him, a smile on her face. Thank you, CJ. You really saved the day. CJ grinned back at her. Just doing my job. Now, get some rest, everyone. You're safe here. With CJ's reassurance, the aquatic characters slowly drifted back to sleep, the incident forgotten. Dory snuggled up next to Marlin and his parents, finally at peace. As she closed her eyes, she whispered a silent thank you to CJ, knowing that they were all in good hands. The night passed without any further disturbances, and as the first light of dawn filtered through the ocean waters, the aquatic characters awoke refreshed and ready to face a new day. With CJ by their side, they knew they were safe and protected within the walls of their high-tech AI aquarium. And so, the aquatic characters continued to live their peaceful and happy lives, dancing, playing, and exploring their underwater world without fear. Thanks to CJ's vigilant watch, they were able to enjoy their safe haven to the fullest, knowing that they were always surrounded by friends who cared for them. As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting a warm glow over the aquarium, Dory gazed out at the shimmering waters, grateful for the safety and security that surrounded them. With a contented sigh, she joined her friends in a joyful underwater dance, the worries of the night fading away as they embraced the beauty and wonder of their aquatic home. And so, the story of the aquatic characters of the Marlin Aquarium continued, filled with love, friendship, and endless adventures beneath the sea. Words. 611.